Alright, shalawam. First off, I want to say all praises to Yahawashi, double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, and shalom to the elect out there, personal word and sincerity and the truth. Alright, my name is Nazar Khan. This is GMS Precepts, and I'm going to link up some scriptures together referring to wisdom being referred to or being referred to as living water, okay, or water, alright, because there's scriptures, because wisdom is referred to as water, is referred to as food, okay, and through the Spirit, I'm going to show that with these precepts. So, as you can see, the first scripture I have up here is in the book of John. All right, this is John 7:38. It says, "He that believeth on me, as the scripture hath said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water." So, what's that living water? All right, matter of fact, let's see what the blue letter says. If you got it separated, so it probably won't really go into it. Yeah, it says to live, breath, have. Yeah, it really doesn't get into it. You know what I'm saying? But the living water, that living water is referring to knowledge. Okay. Matter of fact, in the 4th chapter, let me get that. Let me get John the 4th chapter. When the Lord was talking to the woman at the Samaritan woman, he explained it to her, but if it went over her head. Let me go to the point. I think it's it says let me get to the point. Yeah, it's verse just St. John 4:13. Yahawashi answered and said unto her, "Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again," meaning the well, right? But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst, but the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of water springing up into everlasting life. Right. So, yeah, that's going into what the knowledge. That water is referring to the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. That well of water of springing up to everlasting life. So that's what that's talking about. It's not talking about regular water. Right. And let me get another scripture. Refers to, this is Proverbs referring to wisdom as water. All right. The words. This is Proverbs 18:4. It says, "The words of a man's mouth are as deep waters, and the wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook." There you go. The wellspring of wisdom as a flowing brook. All right, that's one example. And let me get this is the book of 2nd Ezra 14. Let me show you 14. Verse 47. This is the account of Ezra when he got the visions from the Most High, and he was telling it to the 5. Matter of fact, I'll read what verse is that? I'll read this. It says, verse 45, "And it came to pass when the 40 days were filled that the highest spake, saying," I'll start at 42, "The highest gave understanding unto the 5 men, and they wrote the wonderful visions of the night that they were told, which they knew not. And they sat 40 days, and they wrote in the day, and at the night they ate bread." So they were with Ezra. Ezra told them the visions that were given to him, that were shown unto him, and these five wrote them down. Verse 45, "And it came to pass when the 40 days were filled that the highest spake, saying, The first that thou hast written publish openly, that the worthy and unworthy may read it. But keep the 70 last, that thou mayest deliver them unto only to such as be wise among the people." Right? Yeah, and that's showing you that there's not everybody's gonna get this, man. You know, That's showing you that this wisdom is precious. That's why it tells you in in Matthew's the 7th chapter, don't give that which is holy onto dogs or swine or whatever it refers to. All right, because this knowledge isn't for everybody, man. And just like these days, that's why it tells you in John, 1 John, I believe is the 4th chapter. It says, try the spirits, man, because you can't give this to somebody that you know is not gonna get it, man. All right, that's why in Isaiah the 6th chapter, you had Isaiah praying to the Most High that he blind these people so they won't understand it. Why? Because this is not for everybody. So continuing on, verse 47, it says, "For in them is a spring of understanding, the fount." Let me read that again. It says, "For in them is a spring of understanding, the fountain of wisdom, and the stream of knowledge." That's showing you what? It's showing you that this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is referred to as water. All right? It's referred to as water. All right? And it's also referred, I got one more scripture, how it's referred to as food. All right? This is Revelation, the 3rd chapter. It says, this is 3:20. It says, "Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me." So who's that talking about? That's talking about the Lord. That's talking about Yahawashi. Okay? And if you come and stand at the door and knock and open the door, that means what? If you come into this truth, if you study to show thyself approved, if you acknowledge that you are a Hebrew Israelite, the Most High are for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. All right, the so-called white man is a devil. All right, and he's a descendant of Esau, as the scriptures have said. If you come to that understanding and you come to the Most High and you ask for wisdom, guess what? It says, I will come into him, and he will sup with him, and he with me. And what's that talking about? That's talking about the knowledge, man. Because Yahawashi is referred to as a word, right? All right. Okay. What's that? I mean, since I'm right there in John, let me get John the 1st chapter. Let me get that. It says, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with the Most High, and the Word was the Most High. That's talking about the Lord. Let me get the point here. It says, word. It said, this is verse 14, "And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us." That's talking about Yahawashi. All right. All right. That's why it tells you in Psalms, "I come in the volume of the book, it is written of me." All right. All right. So that word that was made flesh is talking about the Lord. So when it says, "I will sup with him and he and me," that's talking about he's gonna allow you to have that understanding. All right. Going back to my original scripture, "Your belly shall flow with rivers of living water." All right. So that's that. To the next, this GMS Precepts, and to the next show, shalawam.